All right, today we are installing a new windshield. Prior to the windshield I ended up getting, which is the Yamaha windshield, I installed a seismic hard-coated windshield. Well, as you can see with all this moon dust and whatnot around here, it didn't really work out for me. Collected a lot of dust and it was hard to clean, scratched easily at night. I had issues seeing when there was oncoming traffic. So out with that one and in with the Yamaha. So hopefully glass will hold up a little better. It also has the windshield wiper, which is what I was after as well. I did look at competitors that are half the price with manual windshield wipers. I decided on this just because I could get it. So that's real personal preference as far as I'm concerned. Now, step one, I went ahead and did this. That way you guys didn't have to hear all the cussing. But there are actually 14 screws that you have to take apart. Yamaha's instructions say that there is 13. So there are 9 here on the inner, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here to pull this piece off. The next step to this is what I'll be doing, again minus the cursing, so you guys don't have to listen to that. I'll be putting these here, and I've already wiped them off. Now, Yamaha's instructions not clear about that, so if they should be putting some pictures or something here, but just to clarify where it needs to go. But those right there on each side, over here and over here, match up with the holes on this. And then also Yamaha indicates that it's one of these screws that needs to go in there. It looks like a self-tapping screw, but this is what they sent. So I'm going to try to get this in, see how lucky I am. All right, so complete. So that is the support brace or bracket, is what they call it, support bracket. And it needs these two 10mm screws. And so I was right about placement. There's 2 of them. And it turns out in the non-Rmax directions, it actually does have a picture. That's those located right there. If we can get this to, it's right there. So something to consider too is this goes towards the back. Also, because they didn't send me the right screws, or I feel they didn't send me the right screws, because I mean that's what their directions indicate. Again, self-tapping. Didn't seem like that's what it needed. What I did is I went ahead and put these in first to get them started, then pulled them back out, put them in. Now, this one on the driver's side was a pain in the ass because of that right there. So that was hard to get in. And then this one on the passenger side, that one was hard to get in because of this and this being in the way. So I actually had to use a joint, articulating joint, to get that in. So if you guys are going to put this in, self-start these screws, then pull them back out, put these support brackets in. All right, moving on. The next step is going to be the wiring harness. And we will get that out, get that ready. All right, so I installed the harness. The wiring harness goes right in here. They said 1 of any 5, so I just picked 1. Pretty easy to take these protective caps off. You just push down right there, slides right off. And that's what it looks like. And then you just slip that right on. It is this brown and white wire. There is another one here that's going to go to the washer. After that step, it gets ran through here up the A-pillar, which you see I'll eventually deal with that. I took this extra screw out just so I could get in on that. And in fact, I didn't even bother running. I just slipped it down in here and then up. So the next step is going to be getting this squared away. So pretty basic, a cap. There's the bottom plug. This is going to be the washer motor, which this piece here, I'm assuming, is going to connect to it. So we'll get that squared away. All right, So here's what it looks like. There's your cap, there's the motor. That's the little grommet that the motor goes into, and you can see the motor kind of just sits in there. One thing I'm liking about the Yamaha installs is it's kind of pretty direct as far as like, you know, these here is pretty obvious that that's where those went, even though it's not really stated in instructions and or it's in the non-Rmax side. So in this case, I believe that is the out. This is the line here. So I'm going to install that, and then it's going to be ran through there and up that side, the passenger side. All right, so now that this is in, so the bracket, this bracket goes here. And you can identify that by the chrome plated washer. And that sits underneath of that. So here's the air intake. It's on the driver's side. That's where that bracket goes. That is one of the bolts already with the machine. Bracket comes up here. You got another bolt with a nut right there. So that goes there. And this is going to be the pain in the butt. So there's a frame right here. I pulled out this one off the frame, which is right here. And it's that hole right there. And it goes right in there. So you have a few wires that you're contending with here. Unfortunately, I tried to put these underneath. I might still do it. I might rip that out, put that underneath, try to get them out of my way. The plan was to actually tuck them down in here after I'm done. But so far, this is the exact setup of where your windshield wiper fluid should be, if you were curious. All right, guys. Well, I was going to finish this install. However, I am missing two pieces. 5 and 6 right there. I believe these are the pieces I showed you guys. I don't know if I showed you guys these gaps here. The 2 gaps on each side. I was kind of concerned about that. And I came to the step that requires these, which are, they are called the support pillar left and right. And I believe from the picture, they attach to this here. So the kit didn't come with it. So I contacted the company I bought the kit from, which was not Yamaha. And I told them, hey, the kit didn't come with it. And there's really no reason. The box was in pretty good, decent condition. So there's no reason they would be missing. But what I did was I hooked everything up. I will say this, how this sits, this roof, I now believe it's this piece here, right inside here, this lip. That's got to be some type of air dam or something. I'm not sure what that is, but neither window that I've installed on this fits in it, so not sure. But until we get that, the installation is not complete. The final steps were really just to put this piece back on here, which I did, and then I cleaned up the wiring a little bit. Threw some water in this, so I want to see if this works. So let's take a look, see what we got. Yep, there it is. And that stops. That's midway. Okay, all the way. And there we go. Bingo. Wow. That's killer. Oh, I like that. Alright. Well, we'll post this video when I get these. But so far, this is a great system. Oh, and it returns upon stopping. That's great.